evening, I'm Nev Van Pelt, and thank you for joining us. A new social media campaign is calling on local residents to consider the effects that fireworks have on pets. The Thunder Bay and District Humane Society has launched the campaign called Food Not Fear to reduce the numbers of animals panicking during pyrotechnics and going missing. The campaign is asking those who normally purchase fireworks for upcoming celebrations like Canada Day to instead consider using that money to donate pet food for animals in need. Fireworks are quite terrifying for most pets, according to Stephanie Folino, the Community Engagement Coordinator for the Humane Society. She encourages people to help out by donating money to the pet food for the cats and dogs at the Humane Society shelter.
We'll take anything, honestly. We do prefer monetary, just so then we can use the funds for, the food that we do use at the shelter, but we're open to any food that we can use here. So mainly, specifically right now, we're looking for wet cat food pate, so Friskies chicken pate. With dogs, we'll take anything.
Items for donations can be dropped off at the Humane Society shelter on Roslyn Road. The Lakehead Social Planning Council held their 61st annual general meeting this past week. Members of the organization and the board of directors met at the Roots Community Food Center to review the past year. The LSPC is a dedicated nonprofit organization that helps build a better community through strategic alliances, social research, and the provision of reliable information. Executive Director Marie Klassen says the pandemic was a tough time for many nonprofits, so the past year was a recovery year for them. They are now back to work with open doors, taking on new projects, and are excited for the year ahead.
We also completed a strategic plan that kind of propels us into the new year, the next year rather, with a lot of exciting work. We're very much involved in poverty reduction, housing and homelessness. A lot of the poverty reduction kind of services that we provide are usually very much used by the public.
The Planning Council voted in 5 new board members at the AGM, and Klassen says they are looking forward to their first meeting and setting up the tone for this coming year. Representatives from a remote First Nation community were presented with a special gift this past week by the graduating class of the Algonquin Avenue Public School. The gift was the final product of a traditional Anishinaabe project that the class has been working on over the whole school year. Justin Hardy reports.
During the school's year-end assembly, students in the grade 8 class unveiled what they've been working so hard on since September, a traditional birch bark canoe. The students participated in all parts of building the canoe, but agreed the best part was building it with each other. What was your favorite part about building the canoe?
My favorite part was probably making friends along the way and just having the community give.
My favorite part was getting along with all my classmates and my friends and talking to everyone. It brought everyone together inside of the school, and it was a nice community build that we did.
Some of the students who built the canoe are from Edmonton First Nation, which made it the perfect choice as a recipient. The canoe will also replace the one lost in a January fire that destroyed the community school. Representatives from Edmonton were in attendance at the unveiling. They said it was a heartwarming and thoughtful gift. Band counselor Derek Atlukin says he was thrilled to see traditional knowledge being taught in Thunder Bay schools.
It's actually really cool to have stuff like that taught, and especially in communities like here in Thunder Bay, and to see that they're teaching our kids how to make stuff like this. It's pretty hard. It's actually pretty time-consuming to build one of these kind of things. And how fast they made this was pretty surprising. It looks really nice.
It goes to show, even though you leave your community for education or work purposes, that your heart and your family will always be there. And I'm just very touched by our students that are attending this school, and I would like to thank them.
The canoe will be kept at Algonquin Avenue School until suitable storage space in the community is secured. Once Edmonton's new school is completed in a few years, the canoe will be put on display there. Justin Hardy, TBT News.
Chippewa Park will once again have local talent performing on its outdoor stage every week with its Sundays in the Park concert series. The event kicked off this afternoon with local group Southern Comfort.
Stroll around the ground until you feel at home. Here's to you, Mrs. Robinson.
This summer's lineup features 10 local favorites like Wayne Falconer, Tommy Horrocks, and Rodney Brown, all performing on the Chippewa Park Pavilion stage from 2 to 4 p.m. every Sunday. The concerts will be free for everyone, and those attending are encouraged to bring their own chairs, hats, and bug spray. Next Sunday, Robin Ranger will be performing on the stage. The full performance schedule can be found online at chippewapark.ca. Over to national news, where the first long weekend of the summer got off to a bumpy start with a massive labor dispute at WestJet. The strike by airline mechanics has left nearly 50,000 travelers in limbo. Their plans up in the air as hundreds of flights have been canceled.
Might have to get a hotel to stay overnight.
We were booked with WestJet, and we get to the airport to find out that our flight is canceled.
The airline says more than 400 flights have already been canceled. Unionized mechanics walked off the job Friday, despite being ordered to arbitration by the federal labor minister. The job action comes after union members rejected a deal from WestJet earlier this month, and after 2 weeks of tense talks. Former Air Canada Chief Operating Officer Duncan Dee says all the labor minister can do now is keep the pressure on both sides. Back here in Thunder Bay, Goods & Co. Market looked a little different last night as it was transformed into a disco dance roller rink for their first ever Throwback to Wheelies event. Hundreds of people lived out their favorite pastime, dusting off their old roller skates to participate in the event. Wheelies Roller Rink was a popular spot on Cobalt Crescent back in the 1980s, and Goods & Co. Market brought the retro 80s dance vibes back to Thunder Bay. Many participants were rocking outfits from the 80s and even had some light-up roller skates to match the disco theme of the night. DJ Sugarman played a mix of throwback songs, bringing back a lot of great memories from the old wheelies. Goods & Co. owner Malin Hurley was excited to give people the opportunity to relive one of Thunder Bay's favorite pastimes.
We're having a great time down here at Goods, our first Throwback to Wheelies event, and we're totally excited about how it's coming together. We had a couple hundred people here skating around, thankfully not all at once. But yeah, people are having the best time. Lots of old school wheelie people coming out, lots of awesome retro outfits, and some really good skaters. I'm so impressed by everybody here.
I used to participate in wheelies many years ago when I was a kid. I used to wipe the floor with my butt at the bum races at the end, and my sister would always steal my admission tickets when I run. So I ended up just for nostalgia and to not break an ankle. So I'm out here with a lot of faith today and to work on my core.
It's just nostalgic, reliving our youth way back when Lois used to work at wheelies.
The music's a little bit different, but we have requested a few oldie goldies. It was kind of funny because the DJ had never heard of Double Dutch Bus, and that was an old standard. But he did find it and he did play it, so that was fun.
Hurley said multiple people expressed the Throwback to Wheelies event needs to become a regular thing, and said Goods & Co. will absolutely be bringing it back again in the future. Residents took advantage of today's sunny weather by making a splash at the city's online inflatable water park. Splish Splash Water Park opened for its third year at Boulevard Lake, and owners are excited for this upcoming season. Jessica Clement reports.
Boulevard Lake was bustling on Sunday as the much-anticipated Splish Splash Water Park opened up for its third year.
And it's always weather dependent. We lost quite a few days to rain last year, which it is what it is. And I'm just hoping that sooner or later we'll get a summer full of sun, so to make up for it kind of thing. I think this will be the summer.
Water park owner Jerry Champagne says the park has tons of features for visitors to enjoy, including a big slide, a hamster wheel, a trampoline, and a jumping pillow. The park will be open 7 days a week from noon to 8, and Champagne says there are a number of passes available for purchase.
Yeah, so we sell day passes, 1 hour, hour and a half, and 2 hours. So for example, the 2 hours, $24. You can buy 1 hour, hour and a half, or if you get a day pass, you're good for 8 hours for $32. And then we also have evening passes for $20, which is 4 p.m. till 8:15. And that's probably the best bang for your buck.
We asked some visitors what they enjoyed most about the inflatable water park.
I just like the fact that it's outside, and there's also, they don't have any bugs over there either. I don't know how they do it. There's just no bugs. The trampoline, it's because I can do flips on it and stuff. The hamster wheel, because you can go in it with your friends, and it's also like fun to spin around in with it. That bouncy thing where someone like jumps like this, and then you go flying into the water.
Everyone wanting to play on the water park must be at least 42 inches tall, but Champaign says there's still lots to do at Boulevard Lake this summer, including the mini putt course, which Splish Splash purchased last year. Champaign says they've already changed all the greens and are hoping to add more upgrades throughout the year.
This year we're adding interactive games throughout the mini putt. And for example, there's going to be an axe throw. And it's not a real axe throw, it's a plastic. We've got one hole, it's a bocce ball, where somebody throws a white ball, rolls a white ball, and everybody rolls their turn, and who's ever closest gets the putt from there. We have a beanbag toss. We have rolling the dice to see where you start. So there's all kinds of interactive activities.
More information about the water park and mini putt course can be found online at splishsplashwaterpark.com. Jessica Clement, TBT News.
We're now joined by sports anchor Joel Mendelson. And Joel, I'm definitely going to have to get down to Boulevard Lake to get on that bouncy castle. That looks so much fun, but we are going to switch things up to sports now. The Border Cats were having a little bit of a tough go, won their last 3 and back in action again tonight.
Yep, 3-game win streak, and I heard there's some fireworks after the game, and dare I say there were some fireworks during the game. We'll have the highlights and more when we come back from the break.